Yeah, finally, we are now starting the webinar. So, Rahul, could you please confirm if it's live?
Yeah, we are live.
Okay, thank you. So, yes. Hi, good evening, one and all. This is Anuhya from Samantha Education, working as a senior counselor. So, today I'm here in front of you to help you and guide you on what CMA is, what is the scope of CMA in the market, and what are the things that are involved in CMA. So, what are the two subjects that you are going to learn about CMA? And I will also be taking you through certain questions like what jobs does the CMA hold, and what are the titles that you can get into once you pursue your CMA. Whether CMA is a good course for you or not is what I'm going to guide you with. So basically, I would like to start off with a small introduction about CMA. So CMA is a certified management accountant course, which is globally recognized position with a special focus on corporate finance and management accounting, which is offered by IMA. So this is one of the advanced professional certification, which is designed to measure the critical accounting and financial management skills. Now let's talk about what is the scope of CMA. Yes, to understand the benefits of CMA, let's take a look at the scope of the CMA now. So by definition, what does it say? It says as a certified management accountant, and it is one of the accounting professional to whom the IMA has awarded the CMA certification. So basically, the IMA developed the CMA designation in 1972 to supply an objective measure of an accountant's knowledge and competence in management accounting. So basically, the CMA certification requires passing the CMA exam. So this exam consists of two parts, and the breakdown shows the overall scope of the CMA. So it's a very short term course wherein you can complete this course within 6 to 8 months. And as I told you and mentioned earlier, there are only two parts to clear. One is financial planning, performance, and analytics, and the other one is strategic financial management. So let's see what are the topics that you would be learning in this CMA part one. So basically, you will be learning about the external financial reporting, planning, budgeting and forecasting, performance management, cost management, internal controls, technology and analytics. Coming to part two, you will be learning about strategic financial management, which is financial statement analysis, corporate finance, decision analysis, risk management, investment decisions, and professional ethics. Now, let's look into what are the jobs that a CMA can hold. So if you're trying to decide if the CMA is right for you and to calculate the advantages to choosing it, then it will also be important to look at the types of jobs CMA holders have. To see the potential CMA career scope, let's look. I'll be taking you through certain jobs a CMA can hold, an overview of it. So basically, you once you pursue your CMAs, you can hold titles like budget analysis, CEO, Chief Executive Officer, Chief Financial Officer, Cost Accountant, Controller, Financial Analyst, Financial Manager, Internal Auditor, Senior Accountant, Staff Accountant, Treasurer. So basically, understanding the scope of CMA, we will help you see how being a title holder can help you in a career in any of these fields. So these are some of the common titles that people will get into once their certification is done. So many of them ask us in my daily counseling sessions. I come across so many students who are not properly aware about what CMA is. So is CMA a good course or not? Yes. So in simple terms, yes, definitely CMA is a good course and a very good exam of choice wherein if you're looking to work in a career in accounting. So earning CMA is not, it looks so simple because it's just a 6 to 8 months course and two parts. But yes, it's not that easy what you think. But yes, here we at Samantha play a major and a vital role, wherein we will help you accomplish your dreams. So we are here to help you with in terms of course, how you prepare, how you attend the exams, and how you can place. So why do most students opt for CMA? So basically, there are certain benefits when you hold this particular certification. You would do a certification course to earn better. I'm sorry. Could you please everybody go on mute? Apologies for this. So basically, in order to get higher income, more job opportunities, greater job security, and to increase your skills and abilities, and you can also get a heightened respect and admiration. So most of them ask, is CMA a good career? Will it be a smart career choice to become a certified management accountant? Again, so who can say this? Only you can say for certain what is right for you. So in general, what I would like to say is, yes, CMA makes a good career. You can see the job scope opportunities. As I told you, what are the roles that you can get into and what are the titles. And you can also see many other benefits such as pay increases, job dependability, and personal recognition. So these are the some of the reasons why candidate decide to go for their CMA. But now here the question arises, why should we only go for CMA? Then what I wanted to say is, you already hold a degree in a very good college with a very good aggregate, but still there are if you see the current industry and market, there are many students who are unable to get into the market and who are not getting proper packages and all. Why do you think this is happening? Because we are not having a proper professional courses which we have wherein which can support us. So once you pursue this US CMA, it will give you a weightage to your profile, and you can also compete with the market how it is. Good evening, Geetanjali, ma'am.
Good evening.
So yes, I have taken care of what CMA is. Now I would like to you to address the crowd.
Okay, sure. First of all, I'll introduce myself. My name is Geetanjali Singla. I am a chartered accountant plus US CPA. And from last so many years, I've been teaching US CMA in Simandhar education. And I have been taking on the mentoring sessions also on and off for CFA and CPA, CMA. So I'm really happy to be part of this session today. So we'll be taking all the facts and all. If you are having any doubts here related to your CMA, CPA, if there are any doubts, you can just ask.
Yes, guys. So if you have any questions, you can put across.
And dear, have we taken the how many papers are there? Everything is shared?
Yes, ma'am. I've taken them across. And yes, we also have Rahul from our SET team who would be addressing you for today. Rahul, could you please go ahead?
Yep, sure, Anu, and that's my pleasure to have in this call with you and Geetanjali, ma'am. I hope I am perfectly audible to everyone.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you so much, guys, for joining this US CMA webinar today. So myself, Rahul, and I'm the subject matter expert at Samantha Education. And today I'm going to talk about little bit about the scope of CMA, as well as how CMA can create a difference in individual life, right? So now today, if you can see, we also have Ankur today, and Ankur have taken out a time, from his busy schedule because he work now into Infosys. When Ankur have joined the Samantha Education, he used to be, Zomato Delivery Executive guy, and from there on, Ankur, understand how education can make a difference into the career, how education can, bring more value into one profile. And there also I asked Ankur many times, that why did you went for the CMA? So he specifically, mentioned about the CMA is one thing which can be done in the shortest span of time, and it contains really a lot of value in the industry. So I think my dear colleague Anuhya already has covered all the points, in the regards to the US CMA. I'll be happy to take if there are any Q&A or queries, into the chat box. And yes, Anu, over to you.
Thank you, Rahul. So, Nishchita, you have asked me if this course is 2.5 years to 3 years course. Definitely not. Just wanted to inform you that this is a US CMA, which is a very short-term course. Within 6 to 8 months, you can clear this course, and you just have 2 parts to clear. So, ma'am, before I take up the questions of the attendees, I have certain questions to ask you. If
Sure.
Okay, thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. So, ma'am, most of them ask, does really CMA add value to their careers? And what is the scope in the market?
Okay.
Could you please just brief us on it?
Yes, sure. See, how valuable a degree is, it comes with the how vast the subjects are covered. If you see in CMA, from taxation to accounting, costing, internal controls, technology, decision analysis, capital planning and budgeting, all the higher level decision making topics are already covered in CMA. So I always say that CMA is for those who are good in the analysis, and they can take up the help in preparing the company, taking the minds like which option is better, how to proceed further. Okay, so the scope is also vast, from not just a cost accountant, it is into any role. It can be an internal accounting role, internal control role. Okay, it can be a accounting planning role. Various type of roles are present with the help of US CMA. And what we have seen that over the last 5 years, the requirements of CMA have also increased in India as well. It's not like that if you are doing a US CMA, you will only get placed in the US companies abroad. Not like that. The MNCs, they are also looking for US CMA. Now, sometimes they do ask like, which one is better, US CPA or US CMA? For that also, I will say one is the account preparation role. US CPAs are who will prepare the accounts, whereas the ones who will read them, who will analyze them, are the US CMAs. So both have a different role in the company and both are required.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That really answers the question. I hope most of them get it. By you adding US CMA makes difference to your career and the opportunities available in the market. So, ma'am, how does this CMA program work? So, what is the difficulty level in CMA?
See, I'm teaching like full CMA part 1 and some of the topics in CMA part 2. Difficulty wise, it's not like the concepts are really very tough, not like that. The only problem is that the exams are in the form of MCQs, in the form of case studies. So a student requires a good analysis, a good how to read a case study and how to select the right option out of the 4. Okay, otherwise if you just go through the book, you will find, okay, what is ratio analysis, what are the various types of ratios. It is easy to understand, not that difficult. The basics of costing can also be learned in a day, not a problem. But the real problem comes when actually they give you a case study that in a company the manager wants to allocate the overhead cost between the various departments. What is the right method to do that? Now, then comes the application of your knowledge. That application and analysis takes time. And that will come with practice.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. And there is an interesting question put across to us. I'm a qualified chartered accountant. How CMA will benefit for me?
Like I'm also a CA. Okay. So first thing for you is that CMA, it will be like again revising your costing concepts plus the basics of accounting. It will be like that for you. Secondly, but addition will be again the analysis part will be more in CMA part 2, which will be including the decision analysis, capital budgeting, all those topics. If somebody is a CA We know he's having full throughout knowledge about accounts and all everything, but the application is guaranteed by passing this exam. Then obviously you will deserve a hike also, you will deserve a better profile also in the company. Okay, like for example, I have got appointed as a risk analyst. I got appointed as a risk analyst as a beginner in a company after clearing my CA. After that, you are promoted to a senior associate at the planning level as soon as you clear your US CMA. Okay, that is the benefit which you will get.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. And Rahul, I would request you to take through the eligibility criteria. What is the eligibility in order to pursue CMA, and what are the examination windows? What is a pattern of examination? Could you please brief on this?
I think I was on mute. Sure, definitely. Why not? It's my pleasure to always, interact with the participants. So, guys, I'll just quickly I'll quickly, come back forward, to the basics of US CMA. So, what we have as a basics of US CMA is US CMA is basically known as US Certified Management Accountant, right? And it's been conducted by IMA, which is one of the prominent body of US, and IMA is known as Institute of Management of Accountancy. Now coming to the examination, how many examination USCMA contains is, so it contains of two papers. One is part 1 and the another one is part 2. In the part 1 we have financial planning, analytics, and all the other important aspects, and in the part 2 we have strategic financial management, which mostly consist of the strategies making, which consist of corporate finance, which consist of decision analysis, which consist of professional ethics, which consist of risk management. Wherein in part 1 we have chapters like external financial reporting, we do have cost management, we do have performance management, we do have very interesting curriculum when we talk about the US CMA part 1 and both part 2, right? Now coming to the examination window, so it's very, very important that when the examinations are going to happen, because accordingly when you enroll for the course, you actually plan for your studies and you align the study plan, right? So examination window, coming to for the USCMA examination is being conducted thrice in a year. It's like first is Jan Feb window, second is May June window, and the third one is September October window. Now, I see someone have also put a question that how is Samantha different from the other institute? So I would like to take up this question with permission of Anuhya, right? So what happens generally is in this window, in this Jan, Feb, and May, June, and September, October window. Before to that, since Simandhar is a silver partner of IMA, we do also provide you the IMA coupon codes for registration as well as examination. So straight away, what happens is that if you have to pay 100 rupees, you're here paying only 50 rupees for the registration and examination. So that's something, that is the first point that makes Samantha different from the other institution. Now if I have to tell about the second point, I mean, you can watch, in the LinkedIn, what is the turnaround time of Samantha placements, right? So it's not like it's happened like this. If you clear the US CMA paper, right, Simandhar Education will back off you that which company you want. That's how our placement service work, and that's how we place students. And one of the example is Ankur in front of you, and we do have lot of peoples like this. So I'll not dig much because we have other prominent speakers here who will probably want to take this. So this is probably the two things from my end. Now coming to the registration process, how someone can
Rahul,
register.
one more thing is missing.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
forget to mention about the faculty, huh?
Yes, obviously. We have, prominent faculties like Geetanjali ma'am, Amit sir,
I'm just
Suraj
doing.
Lakhotia sir, Shripal sir. Yeah, no, jokes apart, but to be on an honest note, all the faculties are qualified chartered accountant and a qualified certified public accountant. People are qualified certified management accountant. So we have a mixture of a qualified person. Understand this thing. This is very important if you are if you wanted to go into industry or if you're already in industry. In industry, it's very important that people should be qualified as well as experience. And Simandhar brings up the faculties by the combination of both. Because if you look at Geetanjali ma'am, whoever who is attending this call, he sees itself, qualified chartered accountant, a qualified certified public accountant, coming with a strong background of 8 to 10 years of experience in, US accounting, US cap, and cost management. A lot. If I'll tell, the entire webinar will end, but the lines will not end. Okay, let me come to here. I'm sure, ma'am, I'm not forgetting now anything.
No, please, nothing.
Okay, ma'am. So, yep. Yeah, that's a valid point, because when the qualified people along with the experience teach you, they do not only tell you about the theoretical concept, they make you understand why these concepts are relevant into your job profile, how you can utilize this, how you can implement this to possible the best output for the organization in which you're going to work. And that's make you a value performer. Like, that's my understanding. But again, now coming back to the topic, how you're going to register for the same. So in US CMA, we have two categories. One is student category and the another one is professional category. Student category, people who all are a full-time pursuing student or a regular going college students or a university student, either for BCom, either for MBA, either for MCom, they will be considered as a student category candidate for US CMA. Okay. Now, professional category, people who have completed their education, or either they are a working professional, they will be falling under the professional category and they will be going through the professional category. We do also have another special category. I think very few people are aware about the same. That is academic category. In academic category, if you are a professor or if you are a teacher or if you are a faculty at UGC recognized university, so probably you can go with the academic category. And I may bring a lot of features. When you take IMA memberships, you get the access of the job searching, you get the access of IMA resources for the CMA exam preparation, and a lot of things, right? So in order to register, one should know their category first. And you will be amazed to know Simandhar Education do that, that aspect for you at, including the course package, what you're giving to the tuition fee, whatever you're giving to the Samantha Education. Now, second thing is, once you know about your category, after that we'll be helping you with the IMA registration. You have to register for the IMA, and then you have to register for the examination, and then finally you can book your slot and you can go ahead and write the examination. Examination consists of, you must be wondering about, sir, aapne to sab bata diya, but you didn't see say, how, what kind of questions comes in the examination. That's right question. So how the questions come in the examination. So in CMA, we do have two types of questions. One is MCQs based question, and the another one is essay based question. So you will have 100 MCQs based question, and let's say if you have to clear 50% right, the questions out of 100, then only your essays window will get open. And out of 500, you have to score somewhere around 360 marks in order to clear this US CMA part 1 or part 2 paper. Once you clear this both the parts, you can apply for the certificates to through IMA. And in order to meet the certificate requirements, you will still have the 7 year span of time to get the certification. One good thing I wanted to talk about, the student category or the students, aspiring students who have joined this call. So for the student category, you also get something called scholarship from IMA. With, and you will be glad to know that we at Samantha, we also help you that how to apply for the scholarship. You have to go to your college, and there is a process. Your college will nominate you, and then that will further go to IMA, and we'll be helping you with the scholarship as well. And do you know what is the benefit, one good benefit of the scholarship? One good benefit of scholarship, that straight away with the promo code, your fees will turn up to the 0 rupees. So that's the amazing point, right? So in all these things, in the entire thing, we are going to help you. And feel free to put your questions in the chat box. If there is any question, we'll be happy to take this forward.
Rahul, I have a question for you. So could you please tell me how many months should the exams to be should be cleared by the students once they register? So could you please walk me through that?
Overall,
Okay.
what they get is 3 years. They should complete CMA Part 1 and Part 2 in 3 years. But believe me, it will not take that long.
Okay.
In 6 months, they can easily prepare for CMA Part 1, plus another 6 months hardly, and they will be clear with the CMA Part 2. Even some students, they prepare for both the parts together. So this is the maximum, 12 months, you can say.
Okay. Ma'am, Geetanjali ma'am, I have a question for you. So just wanted to understand. So is it necessary for a student to follow the uniform structure? Like, will they have to go with part one first and then part two, or part two or part one? Could you please throw some light on it?
Part one is covering all the basics. Maybe it is accounts basic, costing basics, and your internal control basics of everything, planning and budgeting. What is a budget? It starts from there, the basics. After that, in CMA part two, you have decision analysis, capital budgeting, which will marginal costing. Before going to marginal costing, you should know the basics of costing. So technically, they are drafted like that. The person should go for CMA part one, clear all the doubts, and then move to CMA part two. Okay, but some students, they feel like the syllabus, the length of the syllabus in CMA part one is more comparatively, and in CMA part two it's less. So sometimes they select the CMA part two first. But from my end, if I have to suggest personally, then one should go in a flow, CMA part one, and after that CMA part two.
Okay. And is it really necessary that I have to go with only the live sessions, or is it suggestible to go with the recorded videos of Samantha also?
Both the things are, I would say, equally relevant. Live lectures as well the recorded sessions, both are equally relevant. If you are a working professional and sometimes it so happens that you are so occupied in the personal life and professional life that it is becoming really difficult for you to find out some time out as per the live lectures, then that person can feel comfortable and go through the recorded lectures as well, prepare and give the exam. But if there are chances that you can attend the live lectures, that there is no other best option than attending the live lectures. If you can, then do attend the live lectures, because faculty is present face to face. You can ask the doubts, you can ask the questions, right? So that way it's important, but yes, the lectures are also equally important.
Thank you, ma'am. And ma'am, how are the doubt sessions going on at Simandhar? Do they get chance to talk to the faculties and get their doubts clarified?
Yes, from my end, I can share my personal experience. Till the doubts are clear, I do not start the next concept. Okay, because we don't feel comfortable. We want that every student, if 40 are attending, 60 are attending, they should understand the concept properly. Main focus is on concepts, right? So before they clear them fully, we do not move to the next topic. One thing is that. Second, in my case, I'm not keeping 10 minutes in the end for the doubts. After clearing one concept, after teaching one concept, I ask them what are the doubts, and side by side we keep on clearing the doubts. After that, for the MCQs, which are they are solving at home, we have the Telegram groups for the same. In Telegram groups, we have our other students, alumni, and all the faculty of Simandhar Education. So somehow, while preparing, if there are some doubts, they are not able to solve any question, they can easily take a screenshot, mention the MCQ number and put the doubt. And everyone try to respond to those doubts.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for this information. And ma'am, can you please throw some light on how these essay-based questions are exactly? And do these students have to take a pen and paper to the Prometric Center to give the exams?
You can. I have taken. So one can take the pen and paper also. Suppose because we are in India, we are more comfortable in pen and paper. A numerical is there. Solve it on the paper and fill in the details, whatever are required in the computer, in the paper. In essay type question, what happened? The people are really worried about essay type questions. They say it's a full length question, how much we should write within that, right? These are the doubts. In essay type question, important thing is start from the requirements first. What is required in the question? Read that first. After that, read the full question again, because after reading the requirements, when you read the question, you come to know, okay, this point is important. You can write it on the paper, whatever are the important points, and accordingly draft your answer. Right?
Yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am. And yes, so most of them are awaiting to talk to one of our alumni. So I would like to introduce Ankur to you. I don't want to tell much about Ankur because you all, most of them who have joined this session must have already seen Ankur's achievement. He is one of the CMA alumni, and also he has been placed by us. So Ankur, we want to hear it from you. So could you please introduce yourself to the attendees today? Hi, Ankur. Could you
Hello
please?
everyone, I am Ankur Yadav. Hello everyone, I am Ankur Yadav and I graduated in 2022 in March from my BCom and I completed my US CMA in this June window. It took me 4 months to complete the part 2 of US CMA and it took me 2.5 months to complete the part 1 of US CMA. Now I work at Infosys in corporate finance and I look up to the finances of APAC region, Japan, Singapore, South Korea, Taiwan, and Mauritius, etc. And the reason I selected US CMA is that I like the curriculum. This is the first reason. And second is the return on investment of US CMA. So these are the two reasons I selected US CMA. Apart from that, choosing Simandhar. So there are some things due to which I selected Simandhar. First is Simandhar is highly qualified. Second is the Becker software which we get. Becker is one of the best software to prepare for USCMA, and it has a AI technology in it, Adopt to. So when we prepare by ourselves, we can see in which areas we lack, which we cannot see, but the software will analyze and tell us. Like during practice, it will throw the questions to us which we find difficult, and of course, the support which Simandhar provides in placement, I think this one thing I can clearly say that no one provides better placement support than Simandhar Education. So there are many reasons, and these are few of them to join Simandhar Education.
Thank you so much, Ankur. We are very proud of you and we are very happy for your achievements that you have achieved so far. So how did you feel the journey was with Simandhar so far until you clear your exams? And why did you choose Simandhar as your learning partner?
Actually, in starting it was difficult, but after I joined Simandhar, I got my internship at Infosys, and then after I started getting some money, then that is the main reason that I could complete my part 1 in just 2.5 months, because I had the money to finance my education. So the journey with Simandhar was very smooth, especially like Shripal sir was there to guide me at every step, like how to prepare for Infosys interview and which field I should select, which has a better scope. And so the guidance of Shripal sir was very important for me in this journey. And of course, the faculties who taught all the syllabus very clearly and very in an easy manner.
Thank you, Ankur. That was really a very good, honest, and a positive feedback. We are thank you so much for helping us with it. And Ankur, how did you choose Simandhar? So, how many institutes have you been to before enrolling with Simandhar for this CMA course?
I think this one thing I can say that nobody would have done more research than me, because I had too much risk. So I have done many research, I have made many phone calls, and I think choosing Simandhar was the best decision, like one of the best decision of my life. And the reasons I have already told you, but one I think one biggest reason was before joining Simandhar, I talked to alumni, CMA alumni, Satyam Bhaiya was there, and when I talked to him, the way he guided me, so it touched my heart. Like if an alumni is guiding like this, so how would be the institute? So this was one key reason, because every class says we are good, but that was one reason that caught me, and this turned out to be the best decision, of course.
Thank you, Ankur. Thank you so much. And Ankur, what do you think? How difficulty it was for you to crack CMA? Did you really felt that the subject was very tough?
Hello, Anuhya.
Yes,
See,
Ankur.
difficulty is a subjective thing. I think, like it depends how much you have practiced. Like if you have practiced very well, then the exam is moderate. Like you get 3 hours to complete the MCQs. I completed MCQs in just 2 hours. So part two was easy for me, I would say. Yeah, in part one I was scared. I found part one a little bit tough, but I don't know how, but I got more marks in part one. Like I scored both in both exams. I scored 400 plus, and I completed the MCQs in 2 hours, which takes 3 hours. So I think it was moderate for me, and it
Great.
would be moderate. It would be moderate for everyone who practice well, because this is the exam which only needs practice and hard work and consistency. Of course, you have to practice daily. So these are the things. Like you don't need to be extraordinarily talented or genius. You need to be well self-disciplined very much.
Great. Thank you so much. And Ankur, could you please tell me how many hours you used to spend in order to prepare? And if I'm not wrong, you took CMA part exams while working with one of the MNC, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So I
So
used
could
to
you please
spend
tell
around
me?
in weekdays I would say average 3 hours, and on weekends 5 hours, 6 hours, like that.
Okay. So, how many hours can a normal student can spend? How many hours should a normal student spend in order to clear in within 8 months? What do you think?
I think more than hours, consistency is important. Like if you study today for 4 hours and tomorrow you are not studying, and day after tomorrow you are studying, so it doesn't matter. I think if anyone spend 3 hours but consistently, he can pass.
Can
So
a working
consistency is
prof?
important.
Okay, thank you. Can a
Yeah.
working professional crack this? Would it be difficult?
Yeah. No, it will be not. Like many people who are working, they crack it. Like when I cracked part one, I was working with Infosys, in fact. So
Thank you, Ankur. Thank you so much for your valuable time. And could you please tell me how much should an individual score in order to clear part one and part two?
out of 500, you have to score 360.
Okay. So how were the descriptive questions for you?
To pass.
Was this, how did you give this essay question? Was it very difficult for you to crack it?
No, essay questions are not difficult. Essay questions are just like MCQs. They test your concepts. Like there will be a scenario, and you have to make decisions there. So if your concepts are clear, essay questions are easy. They are not hard. And yeah, if you can do MCQs, you can do essays too. So it's not hard.
Thank you so much for your valuable time, Ankur. It was a pleasure having you on board on the webinar today. I guess you're already at office and you have given this time to us. We are really so thankful to you.
Yeah, no, yeah. Actually, we are doing filing here, and
Okay.
that's why.
Yeah. Thank you, Ankur. You can take a leave.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
You're
Bye.
welcome. So now that you have come, you have an overview about what CMA is and how it works, what are the questions, how the exam paper works and all. Now I would like to take you through the benefits of joining Simandhar. What Simandhar offer you and why do you have to choose Simandhar as your course provider? So we at Simandhar will help you with end-to-end process from the time you enroll with us. So basically, we help you right from the software access until you clear and get placed with one of the big four or an MNC that we are tied up with. So we are basically partnered with Becker, and Becker is one of the oldest company which provides us the syllabus and material which will help you clearing the exams in the first attempt. So basically, you get access to the Becker software for 24 months. Along with that, you get 2 hard copy textbooks courier to you. And apart from that, you get end-to-end services offered by Simandhar. We at Simandhar will help you with the online virtual classes wherein you will see the faculty taking classes right in front of you through Zoom. And you will also be given an access to our LMS portal. It's a learning portal wherein you can see all the updated recorded videos with unlimited views to it. And you will also be added to certain study groups wherein you will be under the supervision of mentors and faculties who will be assisting you in clearing all the doubts. So apart from this, as a Diwali offer, there is a triple dhamaka which is going on right now. So this offer is valid until 23rd of October. So if you're enrolling with us before that, along with the discount on the training fee, you also get Simandhar LMS portal. It is actually a chargeable LMS tool, but we are offering it for our Simandhar students for free as a Diwali offer. And along with this, we are also helping the students with CMA program. So I'll give you a little insights about what CMA program is and what we actually do. So in CMA program, this is exclusively available for only the students of Simandhar who is aggressively and who is looking opportunities, placement opportunities, and to work with one of the big four or auditing firms or an MNC, which we are tied up with. So we are tied up with more than 125 companies, especially all the big fours like EY, Deloitte, KPMG, PwC. And there are many MNCs like Amazon, Infosys. So if you can just visit our website and also on LinkedIn, you will see all the list of companies that we are tied up with. And so this is what we do in CMA program. We help you with building your communication skills, art of cracking an interview. We also teach you the basics of tax, audit, basics of accounting, data analytics, which is playing a major and a crucial role in the current market. So apart from this, we just don't share you the book knowledge, but we at Samantha will always look forward, and we are always motivated towards working towards students career building opportunities and also getting placements, and also we make sure that we groom you in such a way according to the market standards. So that is why we have come up with this CMA program. And yes, I have seen many questions from certain students that it's been a longer gap that you are away from studies. So don't worry. Here is what why we are established in the market. We at Samantha will help you in coming out of that gap that you had. We will help you from the basics of accounting, what is credit, what is debit, what is ledger. From there we start off with our course and training process. So please do not think in joining with us. Do join with us and we will help you in fulfilling your dreams. If you have any other question related to this, and if you would like to have a personalized counseling session with our experts, I would request you to visit our website. There is a form. You can fill in your details and get a best counselor. Everybody at Simandhar are very much experienced, and they will definitely help you with all the information that you're looking for. I'm so sorry, I'm unable to take some. Please apologize. I apologize if I'm unable to address more of your questions because we are running out of time and I have another session to attend. I hope you understand my limitations, and please do contact us, or you can also email us at info@samandhareducation.com so that we will definitely address all your queries. Thank you once again for joining this session. I appreciate your time. Have a wonderful day ahead.